I'm just gonna go on blind faith that that works. Pushed it back in further. I mean, I feel like the eye is like right here. So I'll just scooch in. No, just, you know. Okay.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
This isn't a redo.
Totally not, because we were missing information and my battery was crap.
Like it always is.
Hey, it's been put through its paces lately.
Barely.
Rude. So,
They're not even a year old yet.
well, I have no idea which one's the good batteries and which one's the bad batteries.
They all suck.
Anyway, so we're making this video because whenever we went to Disney, we made an annual, well, not an annual, but an anniversary video. So it's been about a year.
We did that one with Mar, but Mar didn't go with us on this trip, so...
It was just us.
Yeah.
So by the time you're seeing this, it's a couple days before the actual anniversary, which was the 26th of August. I believe this is going up on the 24th, if I know my calendars. So, talk us through how this happened. What even possessed us to go?
Well, it was kind of Sarah's idea. But I've always been the kind of person that just kind of goes with the flow. So when she brought it up, I was kind of like, okay, that sounds fun, sure. And then we didn't talk about it for a while, and then honestly, I think what happened was probably in February, you're just like, hey, I booked the rooms. I'm like, book the rooms for what? She's like, the beach, don't you remember? I'm like, you were serious about that?
We talked about it after Christmas, never spoke about it
I'm pretty sure
again.
that's how it went. I'm pretty sure you booked the room.
I did.
And I was like, you were serious about actually doing that?
I booked the room on my cousin's birthday, fun fact.
So yeah, it was kind of like a celebratory thing. Our first big girl trip out of town without parents or without chaperones. Disney was a big step because it was mostly just us, but Mara was there and this one was just us. So it was kind of like, you know, us.
Woo.
So, basically, I forgot what I was going to say.
That's fine. We planned everything out afterwards.
We're planners. We plan things
yeah.
before they are even spoken into existence.
My mom was here when we first started talking about it that one afternoon. We were both on the couch after Christmas. And then a couple months later, I'm like, hey, yeah, we're going to need to borrow the vehicle. Can Dad get the vacation days? Which was no issue. Different story. So we ended up getting the van. And we announced the video. We had an announcement video where we made.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were waiting for the date. I'm like, do you want me to?
Oh, no. We don't need to find the date.
We made our own version of the OC stand cupcakes. Cupcakes, donuts.
They were from Fractured Prune. You actually tried.
No.
No, you didn't? I thought you did. But you did buy it, I think, though.
I don't remember.
I think you gave it to your dad.
Hi, Grace.
Hi. I'm sorry if you can...
Gracie's now our camera lady.
If you can hear cat sniffing, that would be Gracie.
Gracie,
So,
come here.
we had made all the plans.
No, she's just going to lay by the camera.
We had the announcement video, and then around June...
Sorry, I'm distracted by a cat.
It's fine. Everyone would be if they could see her.
She's beautiful.
Yes.
And she's a brat.
I mean, I could link her Instagram if I remembered.
Yeah. So, June 13th, to be exact, we have it. We pulled it up on Instagram and Sarah's email.
I did.
Sarah had tried to call me, and I don't think I picked up right away. I think I was probably sleeping. So she had like probably about an hour or so of freak out without me. Sorry about that.
You did not make that
But
fun.
as soon as I woke up, I called her back, and it was like, what's up? What's going on? Yeah. Well, Sarah told me basically, like, she couldn't figure out what happened. She was freaking out about it, and basically our room got canceled. And to this day, we have no idea what happened. They have no idea what happened. probably, I'm going to say it again, like I said in the first take, glitch in the Matrix, because that's just our luck. Best Western, though, they were really helpful. They helped us figure everything out. They got us back our room. They got it back to the price that it was whenever we originally booked it.
Which, that was a blessing, because it would have been an extra $50 a night.
So, it says here the guy's name was Devin, so thank you, Devin, for helping us.
I'm pretty sure in our actual story time, I called him, like, Johnny or something like that.
You refused to say his name.
Yet I had it on Instagram.
Yeah,
I know.
which is what annoyed me, because I was like, what is wrong with you?
I know.
So, but we're not there anymore, so we have no problem telling you this crap.
He was a great
Devin,
guy.
Thank you, Devin, for helping us.
He was a really nice guy.
Everybody at that hotel was really nice. Let's just talk about that. We had James, who was really nice. I gave him a donut at the end of the trip.
I think one of
And we had the lady.
Wasn't there a guy named Charles? Was he the one with
I don't know. That might have been Devin.
No, Devin was the other one.
I have no idea.
We only saw Devin like twice.
There was a lady, we say that she was Ukrainian. We don't know what she was. I think her accent was Ukrainian. She was nice.
We weren't sure if it was Ukrainian, Russian, but it was something along those lines. She was nice. A little bit scary, but...
Yeah, everybody was nice. You know, they greeted you whenever you walked in. They greeted you when you walked out. Everything like that. So they were really nice. We really appreciated that, especially at the end of like a really long day. Especially if you saw our Golfapalooza day. That day, I was literally feeling like crap after everything happened because it was kind of all of my fault.
No, we'll get to that eventually.
And we came back to the hotel, and James was just there being James, and
He's so funny.
he really helped us feel better that day, I think. So, thank you, James. We love you. So, that covers the
the planning, the awkwardness, the announcements.
So,
Day one,
we got to our hotel. Day one, you didn't see all the travel for day one because it was a hot mess.
Yeah.
Basically, we need to listen to my dad.
We tried to use my dad's GPS. It would have worked, but it would have taken us a lot longer of a time to get there.
Well, the thing is that my dad had said that GPSs can go out of date. I hadn't been updated in a while. And, you know, we were kind of like, well, it works off a satellite, so how can it go out of date, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it went out of date because the way that we were going, or we thought we were going, was supposed to take us about 6 hours to get there.
Not even, I don't think.
Probably more like 5:45, I think. And it was just going to be a quick, like, straight shot through Pennsylvania. I think.
Yeah, we were going up the mountain, and then it was a straight shot through Maryland.
Yeah. Which I'd gone that way previously in the past because my family used to go to Deep Creek, which that's how we would go to Deep Creek. So I was expecting to drive through there at some point, and we never did. And I was kind of confused by that.
I mean, we did on the way back, so.
We got to Maryland at some point. And then we left Maryland at some point and ended up back in Pennsylvania, which we were kind of clueless about for a while until we realized that we were going towards Harrisburg and Philadelphia. And
saw road signs for Haas's.
Yeah, if you don't know, Haas's is a steak place that is just in Pennsylvania, and we saw quite a few of them. Should have realized then and there, and we didn't, so.
We got there around 4, which was when check-in, I think. Check-in was supposed to be, I think, around 3, so we were late.
Yeah, which doesn't sound the worst because we were closer to check-in, but we left here around 6 in the morning. Not even, I think we left here around like 5:30.
No, it was 6:30 because by the time we got up, my mom and dad wanted to see us off. We had to get everything loaded. So it was about 6:30 when we actually pulled out.
It took us like 9 hours to get there.
I mean, we always get lost. That is something that's happened on all of my trips to Ocean City. But we got there.
I've never gotten lost that bad.
I didn't know the information that I needed to fill out the stuff, so I'm on the phone while Tiffany's actually filling out the stuff. The Ukrainian lady, God bless her soul, was very intimidating.
Yes, probably just because she's Ukrainian.
she was very intimidating, and I'm just like, Tiffany, we got our stuff, let's load it up, and you noticed the mini golf place before I did.
Oh. The mini golf place was somewhere that we had planned before we went.
I didn't think that Nick's was one of the ones that we planned.
Yeah.
Oh, well, either way, we ended up going there.
Mm-hmm. So we got there, like she said, probably around 4. Maybe closer to around 3:30, because it wasn't exactly dark yet.
Yeah.
Because we got there, she took a nap after we arrived, because she drove for 9 hours.
That was fun.
And while she took a nap, I showered, I had some lunch, and I called home just to check in. When she got up, I think you showered, and then we walked down to Nick's Maui Golf, which was like 2 minutes walking distance from our hotel, so that was great. So we went there, and then we golfed, and it was great. And then we walked. We got some ice cream.
Yeah,
got
that was fun.
And then we walked
saw that.
back past our hotel and went to Candy Kitchen, which was about a 5-minute walk from Nick's to there, I'd say.
It was a disappointment.
It wasn't what you thought it would be. It wasn't an actual candy kitchen. It was a candy store.
That's what everyone else said in the group that went before.
Well, then they were all idiots.
Yeah.
Are you really surprised about that?
Not really.
So, we went there. It was fine. Nothing too special. Did get candy because, you know,
I think you were the only one that actually bought something, though. from
probably.
there.
Talked to a random lady in the parking lot for a little bit. That was interesting. And then we walked back to the hotel. We watched some TV. And we did face masks, and then we got really bad news.
Well, you were getting a shower. We pretty much had just gotten back, too, from everything. And I'm like, oh, Tiffany, you haven't checked Messenger yet, have you?
Yeah. So we have a giant group chat for our church, like all the ladies and Albert.
Well, technically Dad's in it, too, though.
I think Ken is in it, too, but he doesn't say anything
Dad
anyway.
muted it ages ago.
So we have a giant group chat on Facebook with all the ladies in our church, basically. And one of the ladies, Tiffany, is the pastor's wife, and her grandmother had been sick for a while. And literally the day we got there, when we got home from doing everything we were doing, I say home. I'm going to probably keep saying home.
I mean, it was home for then.
Yeah. As soon as we got back, I took I was in the shower. I think I just got out of the shower or was just getting ready to get into the shower. And I hear Sarah saying something, and she's like, yeah, Miss Molly passed away. And
I started to vlog it.
I heard her, like, on the vlog, like, you got anything to say? I'm like, meh. And then you can see at the very end of the vlog, she's like, Miss Molly, we'll miss you. And then Sarah's having like a freak out too. She's like, but we already bought the tickets and we already have everything reserved and we paid for everything and we're all the way over here. We can't go home, but we need to go home and be there. And I'm just like, Sarah, breathe. We can't do anything from here. They understand. They'll get it. They'll know. They'll understand.
I think I personally jinxed it though.
Probably.
Because my grandma was also not doing too hot then, and she can be a bit dramatic, so I remember saying to you, in private, she's gonna die on us, isn't she, while I'm gone?
She probably would have died on us on
my
purpose.
My British grandma decides to drop dead while we're away, and I'm like, oh crap, I should never have said that.
Mm-hmm. But hey, on the bright side, the very same day, I think it was, Alexis told the group chat that she was pregnant, so...
That was fun.
And now we have Waylon.
Yeah. Day 2 comes along. No one dies.
Yet.
Thankfully.
By the end of everything, we kind of wanted to die emotionally, but, you know, that's nothing new.
We went to the beach.
Yes, that was our beach and boardwalk day. So, what time did we go to the beach? We didn't go to the beach right away.
I think it was...
We did have breakfast at the hotel.
Like 11-ish maybe?
Yeah, probably around 11. We headed out. We went to the beach for about... I think we had our parking spot for about 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That gave us enough time to do the beach and everything we wanted to do on the boardwalk.
Like?
So, after the beach, we spent about, what, 2-3 hours on the beach about? And then we went to Ripley's, which was really fun. I liked it a lot. I had reason to go because Ripley's is something that I used to watch a lot when I was younger with my mom. Sarah didn't have as much emotional attachment to it, but I think she enjoyed it nonetheless.
I feel like I annoyed you because I'm like, Tiffany, what is this? Tiffany, what does that
I mean,
do?
it's a museum, so you're supposed to kind of ask those questions.
Tiffany, can I touch it? No.
But there was a room where we could touch stuff, and that was the weird game kind of room.
I don't know if that made it into it or not.
No.
I did film a decent amount of Ripley's, though.
Yeah. But basically it was just this giant room, and they had some giant, games and stuff. Sarah basically just sat down and watched a car video, I think. And I played with a giant light bright.
I was trying to see if it said what we did for food, but it doesn't say. Oops.
That day
Would have probably been...
was Thrasher's fries. I know that much. And I think you had...
Probably just leftovers.
Yeah.
Or was that when we went to... Doomers? Or however you say it?
Dumpsters?
Whatever. Because we went there twice. I know that much.
Maybe.
So, overall, we spent a decent amount of time out in the sun, and I just remember dragging the chair along the beach and then just promptly leaving it there at the edge of the boardwalk.
Yeah, it was Dumpsters. So it was Dumpsters. Yeah, it was a really good restaurant. The staff was really nice. The food was really good. I think the first day... What did I get the first time? Oh, I think we both got one of the open-faced sandwich dinners. I think I got turkey, you got roast beef, probably.
Or vice versa.
Vice versa, who knows?
It's been a hot minute.
It was really good. Really, really good. And I kind of wish we would have gone there more.
Well, we did go there twice.
Yeah.
We did try Popeyes on the way down.
Yeah,
and that wasn't good.
we're leaving that out on purpose because we didn't like it and it was a bad experience. So the third day was our
Water
zoo?
park. I literally have it up so we know it was the water park for day 3. Jolly Roger Splash Mountain.
Why is it out of order?
It's not out of order. This is day 3.
It's out of order.
No, it's not.
Why is it going down?
Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. I'm not posting it like that. I'm posting it like that. So we went to
Splash Mountain. Jolly Roger Water Park. We spent most of the day there.
We did start to get sunburned, so we did end up leaving a little bit early.
Sarah started to get sunburned.
I did. I ended up wearing my blanket as a cape to try and keep it off my thing.
There was one thing that we did during that day that we didn't get on camera that I kind of wish we did because it was probably better than the water park, to be honest.
Oh
I mean,
my
the wave
goodness.
pool was fun until I got kicked out because the lady thought I was too short.
I mean, to be fair, you did look like a small child
Yeah,
alone.
but there were smaller children.
I
there
know,
than
I
me.
know.
And the first time was fun without any hassle. Just saying.
You did it twice before you got kicked out of it.
So, the water park is also joined up to like a racetrack and an amusement park, I think. But we didn't really care to do either of those. But once we got into the water park, we'd spent some time in the water park. I had a taco. It was a good taco.
I think I broke down and bought ice cream.
Probably. It was a good taco.
Hi. So my battery is okay, but my camera turns off at a certain time, so sorry about that odd pause. And why you've changed locations. So the last thing you heard was Tiffany talking about her taco.
Yes.
I want to point out that I am wearing the exact same thing I wore to the water park. Which is kind of funny. So you were telling them about the mini golf course, which was pirate themed, but it cut, so...
You go ahead this time.
Okay, so basically we decided that we wanted to do something else. I was feeling a little off because of the sunburn. So we see the miniature golf, which I think somewhere in our minds we did know existed. But you ended up going, seeing about the price. It was reasonable, so we just straight up left. We did the pirate course, and you said it was about a third way in?
Probably.
give or take.
Mm. It was
They had
before the
music.
stairs. I
Yeah.
think like right before the stairs.
I mean, we jammed out so
Mhm.
much. They were playing a Jesse McCartney song,
Mhm.
and it was Beautiful Soul.
Mhm.
So, we're there jamming out, singing it. Two young ladies, swimsuits, me with my towel cape, and the old couple ahead of us, the elderly couple, were judging us severely.
Mhm.
Would you like to take it away?
Just McCartney's worth that judgment. Turtle forever. Anyway.
I mean, that might be a spoiler. I don't know if people watch The Masked Singer.
No, there's no spoiling it. If you heard the turtle, you knew right away that it was Jesse McCartney because it's Jesse McCartney. That's why.
So we did that. We ended up going to eat at the Crab House?
Crab bag.
Crab Bag.
It was mostly for me.
Mm.
There was this day and the day that followed that we kind of had our individual pick of where we really wanted to go, like for our reasons, basically. Dumpsters we had planned on going because one of the people that we watched vlogs had raving reviews of it. So basically that's why we chose to go there. And then, you know, Sarah picked a place, I picked a place, and that's what happened. So I love crab. But I'm not a huge seafood person in general. What?
You love crab? No.
Yes, I do. I love crab. It's so good. I rarely get it, though, because it is crab and it's expensive. So I made it my mission to have crab at least once while we were there because it's the ocean. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be good. So here's the catch, though. It is hard to find somewhere in Ocean City that will give you just crab legs. Like, I don't want a platter of everything else. I don't want, like, this, that, and oysters. I just wanted some crab legs. And literally the crab bag was the only place we could find that had just crab legs. Crab legs, it came with the crab legs. How many more times can I say crab legs?
I'm just thankful it's not a drinking game.
Yeah. So it had that, potatoes, and corn, I think.
Mm-hmm.
In this like crock pot, and it was really, really good, especially the corn and potatoes. They were really good. Sarah did find something though that she tried and she loved it. So
It was basically just chicken with macaroni and cheese.
and it was really good for her.
Yeah.
So
I wish I would have had a bigger portion, but it is technically, I think, considered an appetizer. So they weren't big
I
portions.
think you had that and then probably what, fries with it or something like that?
No, it was
So-
just the chicken mac, but I did steal your roll.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing new there.
Yeah.
So basically that's what we did for that.
We
and
are
then,
missing one other thing that happened that day.
Oh yeah. So, after the water park, you know, we showered at the water park, we changed. Sarah put this on. I had on my shorts with my Pua tank top that said, "I'm no bacon." And
Which would have
You
been
know.
more appropriate for the next day's dinner.
probably would be offensive at the same time though. So, we went to the crab bag, we had a great dinner, and then on our way back to our hotel, the thing is that our hotel is kind of right smack dab in the middle of Ocean City, where everything's happening, so everything was pretty close to us. So down the road, the opposite way from Nick's Nally Golf was Old Pro Golf and Embers Island. So that day, we went and we did the pirate side
Yeah, we
of
stuck pirate
Embers
with pirate.
Island. So Embers Island had two sides. They had pirate and volcano, and we did the pirate side. And it was fun. It was fun. Sarah was a bit risque with her very short dress.
Hey, it's the beach. They've probably seen worse.
Maybe.
So we did the
Got a very
pirate
white
course with the pirate course.
Never seen it, but I assume it's white.
Oh yeah, everything's white. So we did the pirate course there, and we did have fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a mini. It's a mini golf course, so you know. The thing with mini golf is it's basically all the same, but you just go for the different like theming and stuff basically at a certain point. So after that, we went home. Again, I'm gonna keep saying home because it's just happening. And we did a face mask and I think we watched a movie that night.
I think it was Teen Beach, or maybe Teen Beach was the next night.
We watched Teen Beach at some point because it was on Disney Channel. So we did that, and then we basically just died because it was just,
I think that was the night we also started listening to Entitled Parents.
Well, I had been listening to it for a while, and I kind of stuck it on in the background while Sarah was doing her own thing on her phone. And I was doing my own thing on my phone, and I just stuck it on in the background. And there was a point where I stopped it, and she's like, wait a minute, I was listening to that. I wanted to hear how it turned out. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I put it back on, and that was the end of that for Sarah. So, yeah.
Day 4 was the Free Zoo in Salisbury. We found it pretty easily. The only issue was trying to find a place to park.
More like how we actually got into park.
Yeah, that was odd.
The parking itself wasn't horrible, and it wasn't hard to find a spot to park. It was just the way that they had you pull in was kind of like a roundabout, and
yeah, we ended up having to circle, and then we missed the part again, so I ended up doing a straight turn and going back. But we ended up getting in there, and from there on out, it was pretty good. I did film a decent amount of that as well.
But there's only one problem.
So many
Ducks.
So many.
The thing with the zoo is I don't think it's really a zoo. I think it's more an animal reserve kind of deal, which is fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It was kind of just like a small, little, quick,
I mean, it was
easy
pretty
thing
big,
to do.
though.
Well, it was decently sized. I wouldn't say it was big. It was smaller than our zoo.
Well, yeah.
Sure. So, it wasn't tiny, but it wasn't huge. It was like a good thing to do in the afternoon and be done with. Well, technically not the afternoon.
I mean, we did
I think
sleep
they
in
closed
a
at
little bit.
4. I think they closed at 4.
Yeah,
so.
I think 4 or 5, something like that.
So we got there, we went in, we looked at everything. Most of the exhibits were ducks. I don't think they were intended to be ducks, but we mostly just found ducks.
We had a crazy conspiracy that the ducks were invading.
Turning all of the other animals into ducks.
We did eat lunch there.
Yes, it was called the Bistro.
I don't know if any of that made it in or not.
I don't know. It was a nice little eatery, nothing special. I think I had a hot dog, you had a pizza.
We talked to some nice older ladies that were there as well.
And then after that we finished our walk. It was probably about, what, like maybe an hour to 2 hours to see everything, do everything, and then have lunch.
It was more along the lines of like 2.5 hours after everything, because we did stop to eat, we did look at the gift shop, wandered, made sure we could see everything.
So after that, we went to lunch, which was Sarah's pick of the day.
We went to Smoker's Barbecue Pit, which I did not know was outdoor seating only. So, I mean, we're kind of used to that. We have a restaurant.
Not only that, but it's also across the bay.
Yeah.
So we
That
were
was
on
fun.
this side of Ocean City, and then you go over the bridge, and there's another half of Ocean City, and Smokers was over on the other half. So that was fun. Food was good. I had a salad because, you know.
You go to a barbecue place and you order salad and chicken.
It was a good salad.
It was good chicken.
So, you know, after so many days in the sun, I felt like I had to have something like light and not, you know, crazy heavy on me because it was just a lot. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna get a salad and be done with it. The lady there was really nice. They had a fun system of calling your number that gave you playing cards.
Which I
think now that I'm thinking about it, that was a thing for Ocean City.
Because Fractured Prune also does that.
Which we didn't mention, but we did go to Fractured Prune on our first morning there. Fractured Prune is apparently only open in the morning, and we got there late in the day. So we had to wait until the next morning to go to Fractured Prune, which we just walked to because it was literally like a minute away. Yeah,
it was closer than Sensations and the mini golf, so we went to Sensations pretty much every day. Because, well, at first we just wanted to get some stuff. Second day, my purse breaks, I need to buy another one. Third day, actually, third day might have been the only day that we missed.
Possibly.
And then this day, after we go to the mini golf course, we went again. But we went back to Embers that day after we ate. And we did the Mayan.
You should have had the things to show them. I don't have mine.
Well, I have mine, but it's in the room. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
We went to we went back to Embers. We did the volcano side. And on the way out, Sarah decided it would be fun to buy some golf balls.
Well, I had looked at them the day before, and literally on the phone with my mom that night, I'm like, hey, Ma, I might buy something stupid. Are you okay with that? She's like, sure. So I bought golf balls.
Yeah. She bought one for herself and one for me. She bought a pink camo one for herself, and mine is a globe. You can't really tell. It just kind of looks blue.
But you liked it anyway.
I do.
You had the pick of the draw, and that's what you wanted, so it was cheap
I think
enough.
she's going to make it a thing to buy him a golf ball anywhere we go now, so.
I mean, I did get 6 more for Christmas, so. We left. You won both times. You won all the time, but that's because I'm really bad at it.
Yeah.
We left, and we're driving home. Now you got me doing it. We're driving back to the hotel, and what do you do?
Well, Sensations has this thing where they give you free hermit crab if you buy the cage, and yeah. I got 3.
What happened to them, Tiffany?
I did.
Who died first? Who was the smallest?
Herman.
And then your other 2 kind of Romeo and Julieted it.
Herbert and Henrietta.
Yeah, they did the same day.
Yeah. I mean, they lasted longer than I thought they would. They lasted a few months, so
Yeah.
I expected them to be dead the very next day.
Then
again, I think that's the same thing that I have for every pet that I get, because I felt the same way about my fish. He's dead now, too.
that was the end of day 4. You got your fish, not your fish. Now you got your crabs. We took them back to the hotel. I think that was the same day I gave the Ukrainian lady that bracelet. And then James was like, where's my bracelet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's a sad commercial. Day 5 came around, and it was our last day. We had big plans, do a mini golf-a-palooza, and then hit up Dumpsters or Dummers or whatever.
Dumpsters.
We're gonna hit up that place again, which we did.
Yeah.
The thing with Old Pro Golf is they have a promotional where you pay $20 and you can play all the courses.
They give you a little card, and they kind of mark it or hole punch it every time that you show your card. You get to play the course, and if you do it all in one day, it's $20. So we bought the cards, and we did 2 courses, I think.
Yes.
And we did the medieval course, which was our first one, and then we did the one with like the Mayan temple, I think it was.
It also had dragons.
Yeah.
But they were
So we
really
did
close
that.
together.
And then, yeah, they were literally across the street from each other. And then at some point during the Mayan temple one, I lost the tickets, the card things. I had them in my pocket. I have absolutely no idea when they fell out of my pocket. But they were gone when we went to do the ocean theme, I think.
It was either Ocean or Dino.
Yeah, it was Ocean, I think, because Dino is the one that's closest to Dumpsters.
All I know is that it was one where it had 2. One indoor, one outdoor.
So we'd gone to do those, and we were kind of walking up to the building, and I realized we didn't have them, so we left.
Ate food. I have no idea what's making that noise. Hey, Ma, can you guys see what's making this noise?
What noise?
It sounds like a bug in the big window, and I'm not liking what I think it might be. Anyway, so we decided to go
Over the sink?
big window. We went, ate.
Duchess!
And-
Duchess! Don't you start.
There's
So,
a mini golf place.
yeah, we went back to Dumpsters. I don't think Dumpsters was planned for that day, but we
No.
were sad and we liked Dumpsters, so we went back.
I think it was originally supposed to be like Chick-fil-A, but then we're like, well, we're sad. We want comfort food. That place was great. Let's go there.
Yeah, so I don't know what you got that day.
I think it was chicken.
I know I got chicken that day. I got wings.
We ended up getting ice cream there too.
Yeah. So right next to Dumpsters is another Old Pro Golf, and it is the dinosaur theme. I think it's the only one. It might be another Nick's.
I know there was a Nick's right across from there, but we weren't allowed to go in there because the parking was only for the restaurant.
That's
and
Nick's.
Nick's doesn't have parking, but there
Well,
was
then
one
that was
close.
the dinosaur one.
Yeah.
then. So it was like we're literally right next to next to it, and we couldn't figure out how to get in to do the parking. So we just went back to the hotel, and I was sad.
We watched a movie, which that might have been Teen Beach. And we called it a day. Next day we left after you got your donuts. And literally had a mild mental breakdown and went to a bonfire.
Yeah.
So that is our annual recap. I wish I had more of the stuff that we could have shown you, but we didn't really think this far. And I'm pretty sure we talked our ear off for almost an hour. So, bye.
Nothing.